artist now. Hey, hey, what you say? Come on down and let's go play. Oh man. Been watching a lot of book YouTube. It's so bad. So, I'm heading to Sydney.
Let me feel alive. Nothing to.
I bought all this clay stuff off the internets. I just bought air dry clay because the other clay, to be frank, scares the absolute shite out of me. So that's nice. I just thought we'd do this to start with. I just bought a kilo. I was, to be totally honest, really thinking that a kilo was a lot bigger than this. I do know what a kilo is, but yeah, she's not as big as I thought. But I also don't know how much clay you need for things. So there's that. I also got a sponge. Actually, I mean, I've looked into it a little bit, and I don't know if you're supposed to wet air dry clay. I know you're supposed to do it with the Kilney one, but I don't know if you're supposed to with this one. So I've got it anyway. I mean, maybe I'm gonna be a professional clayist, so maybe one day I'll need it, you know, who knows. Then I got a roller, because fun to roll it out. That's fun. And I got a death wire. You're not going to be able to see at all, but that's alright. It's this. Can you see it if I like put it up against my face? It's this. Oh yeah, there you go. It's got two end things, and that's fun. I think you use it to like cut the clay. I'm sure that you would be using it with like bigger chunks, but still quite fun. Oh, and I got all these tools that came with a wallet thing. That's fun. Can you see? Yeah, so let's do some things. I think I'm just going to make Christmas presents, to be honest. A couple of years ago, my sister's a primary teacher, and a couple of years ago, they made like trinket? Is that a word? Trinket. Hey Siri, what does trinket mean?
Trinket means a small ornament or item of jewellery that is of little value.
Yeah, nice. So that's, thanks. They made trinket dishes. And my mum and I still use the ones that my sister made us. So, I mean, fun. And what else do I have? Oh, yeah, I've got like a towel. I've got some wipes. I've got a thing of water in case I am supposed to wet it. A little bubble. And then, oh yeah, look, I read it. I've done a very little research, let's just be clear. But I think that someone said to put baking paper, on the surface so that it's better. I don't know which side you're supposed to use. Does baking paper have different sides? Whoa! Did you know that you can use baking paper in a frying pan, like when you're frying things? That's insane. I mean, it makes sense, but also, whoa, you can boil things with it. This doesn't get enough credit. Steam things? Roasting and baking, we all know. Grilling, we know. I'm still impressed. So I'm going to put that down, and then I just put all of my nutrition drinks in the fridge. So I might use that to like put them on once they're done. Because also apparently it takes 24 hours to dry. Anyway, so the other point of me doing this video, of you having to sit here and watch me clay, is that a verb? Should be. Is that I've clearly been away for a very long time, and I want to get back into doing this and creating with Paralysed with Love. I'll explain a bit more about what's been happening later, but I just thought this might be like a nice stepping stone into the world of videoing again. So let's get started. I think I actually need scissors for this. Ooh, do I have a knife though? Yeah. This is very fun already. Oh, I got white. So to be honest, I can't even remember the last video that I actually made for Paralysed with Love. It was a while ago. I can guarantee that I've been pretty unwell mentally and physically since then. I did go through a round of ECT again. I did 12 treatments, and it really helped. Unfortunately, because of my tummy and my mast cells, I have to have like a full anesthetic every time, so my tummy just doesn't do very well with it. And I got pretty sick again. What else happened? Oh, I didn't get COVID, but I got like a bad flu, I suppose. And I think just because of everything combined, like clearly it had come from me being in hospital, which is what happened the first time I got COVID. And yeah, I went down pretty quickly. I needed to have fluids, and I was getting outpatient fluids and stuff and help, and my tummy just didn't do. And when my physical health went down, my mental health definitely dropped again. So I was feeling pretty good after ECT, and then I just wasn't. Let's use this wire. How? Because I can't sit it down, but then how am I supposed to do it? Do I just like spit? Oh. How much do I want? Oh man, she's hard. She's hard to do it. I have to saw it. Maybe just go that much and then I just know what it is. Oh, no, that's not the way to do it. I'm just going, oh yeah. There we go. And then I also think I'm supposed to wrap it up. I didn't think ahead. So my tummy has been pretty average. I've been on like community-based intravenous fluids a few times, and yeah, my allergies got pretty bad as well. So we added in an immunosuppressant, whatever you call it, like I don't know what you call it. We added in a medication, a new one, which has been definitely helping, I think. My head, I've come off my antidepressant completely, just thinking that I wasn't really doing much, and I'm on a lot of medications and don't want to be. So I think I am going to try wet it. Yeah, so we decided to come off that. It didn't make a big difference coming off it, which again confirmed that it wasn't really doing much, which is good. And then we are taking off another medication because of some side effects from that. So that's where my mental health is. We'll be obviously looking at other medications, but yeah, just doing a lot of kind of figuring out life, working through what's happening and the stuff that I kind of just don't really have much control over. I had a midlife crisis over Paralysed with Love. I started Paralysed with Love because I wanted to be the help and support and the kind of the understanding and things for people who needed it like I did when I was first being diagnosed and looking for answers, and also people who had chronic illness. When I was getting my tube, I wanted to be that support for other people, and that's why I started this. And then I started really getting in my head that I wasn't being helpful for anyone, that I was being like attention seeking and things like that. And I think I always knew that wasn't what was happening, and that wasn't why I was doing anything, but I still was just in my head, and that was hard. How do I make this into like a dish? What is happening? see what happens when I just like cut something out and then, oh, I don't like that shape. Ah! I think that's useless, isn't it? It's so bad. Oh man. don't know how to use these. So, I'm heading to Sydney next Wednesday to see a gastroenterologist up there. He specialises in motility disorders, in particular gastroparesis, which is what I have wrong with my tummy. The doctors down in Hobart basically actually just said, like, you know, it's out of their scope, they don't know what to do, they need help from the mainland in some sort of capacity to be able to arrange ongoing treatment. I was sent to Melbourne. They were just honestly pretty average and made me feel pretty awful. But everyone else around me, all the doctors down here and dietitian in Sydney and things have been incredible. So I managed to get a last minute cancellation about a week and a half ago, pretty much 2 weeks to the day of the appointment. So we planned flights and my mum's actually coming up with me, which is just really kind and needed, I think. I'm very nervous. I'm nervous for the prospect of there being like no more options, and I'm just nervous for him to just say, well, this is your life now, you know. Sorry. Yeah, I think that's one of my theories. But I'm trying to just stay positive and be really excited, because I know that, you know, anything can happen, and who knows, it could be amazing. So it's Saturday today, so we'll be heading out on Tuesday to go to that. Yeah, I'm thinking about vlogging the week as well, to kind of, yeah, take you with me. I mean, hopefully it's not going to be a super negative experience. Yeah, I'm sure that it will be lovely. It's just a really quick trip. I've got an appointment in the morning on Tuesday, and then we head out. And then, yeah, otherwise I think it's going to be just like nice, and we're staying with my uncle and auntie, and my cousin and her husband and kids are there at the moment as well. So super nice that they let us stay there. It's going to be a really packed house. They've got a pool, so hopefully we can have a bit of a float around on the pool. I just don't know what I'm doing. I think I should have thought this through a bit more. I really thought that I'd have like end products to show you tomorrow, you know. No, that's not what's happened at all. I also just realised that I don't have the acrylic paint to paint them with yet. Oops. I've been reading a lot more, which has been really good. I was reading and then I just didn't continue. I don't know what really happened there. But I've got that kind of joy back for reading again. Honestly, Goodreads really helped with that, and like setting a goal and just wanting to finish. I think I set my goal. This was like, I wanted, oh, my foot's gone so numb. I wanted this year to be the year of enjoying reading. Like, I just hadn't for so long. I think the last time I really enjoyed reading was in 2012, 2013 when I was living in Germany. And I remember, I still remember the books that I really loved. And I just don't, ooh, this does not look like an N. And I just wasn't enjoying it anymore. So I think I set my goal at like 5 at the beginning of the year on Goodreads. If you don't have it, you can set your reading goal for the year, and you like put, if you're reading a book, you can put in like how many pages or what percentage you've read, and then like put it there when you've 100% when you finished it. You can put in little reviews, put how many stars. I'm very bad at that. I just give everything 5 stars. I don't know how to say no. Nah, I'm getting a lot better now. Yeah, and I had that, and then I kept like upping it, and then I finally put it at 50, thinking I wouldn't make it. And I've made it. I've made my goal. I think I'm 52 now. After yesterday, because I actually finished. Wait, I'll find it. I finished this book in a day. I mean, it's short, but it was just so good. I would say it's a young adult fantasy. It's written by Anna Hill, who's actually a sister of my friend's. She's American, lives in Canada. It's really good. It's called The Tainted, and it's part of the Truelith Chronicles. So it's the first one in the book, and honestly, like, I have so many questions. I just sat there and read it all day and night. I think I finished at like 11 something p.m. It's really good, and I've got a lot of questions. I wish that I'd bought all 3 together. It's only sold on Amazon, and you can get it on Kindle as well. Yeah, very, very good. And then my sister and I FaceTimed about it this morning, so I'd really recommend it. I think it's a great book, and it's also really good if you're just like not too sure about fantasy. It's not the most like wild fantasy. I've definitely read other books where it's, fairies and dragons and everything everywhere. Like, I suppose Game of Thrones. Oh, I never read them. Should I read them? They would be like a lot more fantasy, or like, I don't know, even Harry Potter would be a lot more. Is Harry Potter fantasy? Because I don't know. But yeah, that I would say that they're a lot more fantasy based. And yeah, it's just really good, and I cannot wait to read the other 2. I don't get paid until Monday or Wednesday, but we're going away, so I don't know what to do, but very, very good. So it's The Tainted by Anna Hill. 20 out of 10. 20 out of 10. The other book that I just read and loved is The Family Remains, which is the sequel to The Family Upstairs, I think it's called, the initial one. I can't remember. It's by Lisa Jewell, and yeah, The Family Upstairs is the initial one. Really, really good. The way she writes is spectacular. I just can't get over it. But I've just been enjoying reading to get out of my head a bit. And I found that really helpful. Speaking of my stupid speech, I actually went... I had to go to my dietitian down here to get a script for... my script had run out for the supplements that I get through the hospital. They have like a HENS program, which I think is like Hospital Enteral Nutrition Service, maybe? But I actually don't know. I don't know why I even tried. But she was great, and we were sitting there and we're kind of going through what had happened since I'd seen her last and everything, and I thought that I was having a really good speech day, like I wasn't kind of stumbling over my words too much, kind of like today, and I wasn't forgetting things too much, and my voice I thought was a lot better. It can be really raspy, like I've got no control over it basically, and she like got to the kind of near the end of it, and she goes, okay, and what are people doing about your speech? And I was absolutely heartbroken. She meant it in the kindest way, obviously, but it was pretty funny. I like internally was just like, oh man. I thought today was really good. Yeah, so that's been fun, but I've had a lot of troubles. It got better, honestly. I thought it was ECT, because that can mess with your memory, recall of words, that sort of thing. Definitely thought that it was that. I did get better. And then, yeah, probably when my physical health got worse again, it just like absolutely shut itself. And it's been pretty funny. Like, it's, you know, if you don't laugh, you're gonna cry, sort of thing. But yeah, it's been pretty funny to watch. And look, everyone close to me just has a laugh with it, like, or helps me like, yeah, find words and yeah. So, but no, it's been pretty funny. It is. Look, it's pretty annoying, and I feel done. I think that's what the struggle is mostly for me, is that I feel very done. And when people don't know what's happening with me, I feel like they're not understanding that it's not me, that it's not my intelligence or anything like that that's actually creating the annoyingness. Guys, I hate this, what I've done. Tried to make like an end trinket dish, and it's literally the worst thing I've ever created. I mean, look, it's the only thing I've ever created. I think I'm gonna go a bit more rugged. I don't know the word. Oh man, I honestly think I've just royally messed this up. Like, I don't know how to do it. You know when you decide you're going to do something and you just think you're going to be so good at it? That was this for me. That was this. I really thought. I mean, I thought I'd at least be mediocre. Apparently not. I've been doing this for 40 minutes. Do I just give? I think I might just give up for today. Oh gosh. If you've made it this far, comment, is there a garbage truck emoji? Like a rubbish truck? I mean, comment that. And maybe just like some crying eyes. Some book recommendations. Anyway. Look. We had some fun. God. Look, we tried. And that's all that counts, isn't it? In the end. The end of the day. At the end of the 50 minutes. Alright, friends. I think that's it for today. I put everything away because I just couldn't deal with it anymore. I think I'm going to go over to my sister's, have some snuggles from my niece and my nephew Buster as well. I hope that you are having a wonderful day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. I will see you on Monday, where I'll hopefully vlog the week of going to Sydney and everything that entails. Thank you for being so supportive and sitting here and listening to me ramble for almost 45 minutes at this point. Yeah, sending you so much love. Remember that life is tough, but so are we.
Shitty car, but we hit the road. Doesn't matter where we go, and destination unknown. I don't